Om Shanti. We have with us Brother Mruthyunjay of Madhuban. Mruthyunjay means the conqueror of death, the one who has conquered death. That's what it means. And Brother Mruthyunjay has been with Baba for the past 38 years. And he lives in Madhuban. For the past 25 years he has been living in Madhuban. And he is the executive secretary of our conferences. We hold many conferences in Madhuban. And there is one going to be very soon from the 10th of February. It will be a national conference on spiritual wisdom and values. So he is the executive secretary of the conferences we hold here. And he's also the vice chairperson of our education wing and has contacts with many vice chancellors of universities of India. He's also traveled widely in many parts of the world. And he's going to speak today on a very interesting subject. Baba was saying the other day that if you are able to avoid waste, then you will get an award from Baba. So how to get an award from Baba or from anyone? Receiving award by avoiding waste. So it's a very interesting subject, and he will share his experiences too, how Baba will definitely give us an award. Baba has been awarding us. We are very fortunate indeed. But if we can avoid waste, then the award will be right in front of us. So I leave you with him, and he will share his experiences too. And also how he does service of VIPs. Baba gave him a very wonderful blessing that you have the art of serving VIPs, and how VIPs come, so easily through his contacts with them. So he can tell you a lot about that as well. How souls are thirsty today, as Baba has been saying. So all things are so practical, whatever Baba says. So he'll share with you his experience too. Om Shanti.
I've been asked to talk or discuss or give a class or share. Getting award by avoiding waste. और बाबा सेड व्यर्थ को समाप्त करो तो आपको अवार्ड मिलेगा. We get crown of success, crown of glorification, crown of happiness, crown of joy, crown of Bab Dada in front of us when we avoid waste thought, waste energy, waste of time, waste of anything which are obstacles in our progress, which are barrier in the development, in the progress, in the prosperity, or towards an angelic life. Who are our enemies? Man is not an enemy, woman is not an enemy, nature is not an enemy. Or the waste thoughts that we develop or cultivated or cultured, or we are not in a position to understand those things, and we always sometimes, or many times, or occasionally. So we generate waste thoughts. Thoughts are generated from the mind. Is it not? So sometimes we generate, sometimes we acquire, sometimes we adapt, sometimes we recycle it. Recycle it. So the consequence is, the immediate consequence first is that we do not remain in our own self-conscious, soul-conscious, spiritual conscious, or in self-respect. Whenever there is a waste thought, then we cannot remain, number one, we lose our self-respect. Secondly, we cannot remain in a godly intoxication. Thirdly, we cannot enjoy a good companion with the Baba. The fourth one, we do not get an adequate or generate good wishes for others, either waste thought or good wishes. Both of them cannot live together. If we have a good wishes for others, automatically the waste thoughts do not come. A good wishes is the result of our pure thoughts, good thoughts, noble thoughts, holy thoughts, a right thinking, or a truth. When we have a truth, then naturally we will have more and more good thoughts. That's why Baba said, and not only the thoughts, then our actions or our karma will also automatically become a noble karma, a righteous karma, a karma which results, which brings happiness to us. So thoughts are the foundation, as we are all aware. Thoughts are the steps, or thoughts are the mother for generating happiness. Is it not? So when the foundation is that, so when we avoid negative thoughts, automatically waste thoughts, impure thoughts, unnecessary thoughts, or unwanted thoughts, then the immediate fruit is happiness. So in order to complete, say about 1 kilometer journey, where to go, the very first, the journey begins with one first step. Then the second step is followed. The third step automatically move forward. Is it not? First we have to take a decision. Yes, I have to move. I have to go. I have to take a decision. When the moment you decide, yes, then you will take the road. Then when you take the road, then you will put forward your step. Yes, you don't see at that time what are the obstacles, whether road is good or bad, whether road is straight or curvature, or whether it is ups and down. So you don't see, but you first fix up the aim, then you will see that, then you will move forward, and when you move forward, the first step is important, and the second step and the third step automatically follow. So that's why Baba says, your thoughts, a determined thoughts, a powerful thought, a determined thoughts when you have, then the karma automatically become a strong, a good, and it gives a direction. Then automatically we follow the Srimad. Srimad means Baba's advice. So the first decision making is a very important thing. In the decision making, when we plan that we have to avoid so and so. The most important thing normally we lose energy is thought. Thought energy is the most precious energy, valuable energy, and it is the foundation for all generating other energies. So when we avoid these negative thoughts, we accumulate we generate. The pure thoughts also says, for example, any material thing, if you have a material energy, physical energy, or any other energy source, if we lose, we can regain easily, provided we have a strong willpower. We can get back those things easily. But if we lose our own thoughts energy, then it is difficult to get back unless we have a strong support from the divine. But Baba also gives us support, sustenance, help on many other ways when we have a right thoughts, when we have a pure thoughts, when we have a noble thoughts, when we have a good thoughts, when we have truth, when we have purity. The Baba supports only such souls when you have all these things. Suppose if you do not have, then even God's help also. The very first award in this birth is the Baba always remains with us. Baba gives us a company. Baba gives us teaching. Baba gives us guidance. Baba acts as a guide for us. Not only one life, once in a time, but the whole life in Sangam Yuga, He acts. He sustains our progress. So that's why Baba says, you avoid waste thoughts, then you will feel the presence of divine with you. The very first award, Baba. When Baba is with you, the Almighty is with you, God is with you, and the holiest of the holy is with you, then the crown of success is found. Baba said, success is your godly birthright. Many times Baba repeatedly had said, and it is our godly birthright. Success is our godly birthright. What are the awards that we are going to get? The very first award is that, to me, companion of the Baba. The first companion, we experience the companionship of the divine in each step, in each action, in each thought, in each relationship. We experience the Baba's companionship. So that is the greatest award. You may get awards, say suppose if a student of a school, if he succeeds in an examination, he will get a higher marks or a ranking, or in a college or in any other work, also in any other field, even in order to get a Nobel Prize, he has to work a lot, is it not? He has to develop a lot of things, qualities, and he may put a lot of energy. So also, then only we will be able to achieve that state of success or a crown of success or appreciation or recognition from the society, from the world, and from the whole humanity. So Baba says, in order to have that a crown of success, Baba says, our award is nothing but a double crown deity status. What more, what highest than this that we can achieve? In this birth, we first get the crown of light. The crown of light. When there is a light, there cannot be a darkness, there cannot be a tension, there cannot be a impurity, there cannot be a negativity. There is a crown of light, means always there is abundance of good wishes for the self and good wishes for the others. You are living in a arc of light. That is the crown. That is the crown in Sangam Yuga. Every moment you are living in that light. So that is the highest crown. No parents can give that crown. No government can award this crown. No religious faith can help you to gain that crown. But Bab-Dada's knowledge or the wisdom or the godly power helps us to develop to experience the crown of lightness. Even though we are living in a old world, looking around this world, seeing this world, still we are detached. We are detached from this world. We are not affected by this world, world nature, world sanskara, world feelings, world thoughts, world relationship, world. But we always experience newness. Newness is nothing but the light, light, light. Newness is nothing but always happiness. Newness is always courage. Newness is always confidence, self-confidence. Newness is progress, progress, progress. Moving forward. That enthusiasm, you will always maintain the enthusiasm. So the more we have an enthusiasm, then automatically we move forward. We don't become lazy, nor we don't waste our other energies. So that is why Baba said, the crown of success ultimately, then you will become a royal. Baba says, once you attain the state of 100% purity, then you will become automatically a royal, very royal. The royal, a king, a prince, a ruler who is very royal. His thoughts are royal, his nature is royal, his behavior is royal, and his feelings are very noble. As a result, when we meet each other, or when we talk each other, or when we share each other, or when we have the companion of a royal personalities, then we get lot of awards. Award is the companionship itself is a great award. The great award is the companionship. So here we get Bab Dada as our companion, as well as the holy souls of Brahmins. Brahmins, as Baba said, are the highest or the holiest. In Sangam Yuga, we are bestowed with the divine wisdom, and when we have the companion, and this company also gives us a lot of energy, lot of sustenance, lot of appreciation, lot of support, and this also is most valuable in our life. So that is why good wishes. The more we generate good wishes and we reciprocate it, as well as we receive from others. So when we avoid waste, right from the Amrut Vela to the end of the day, if you avoid, then the result is, as Baba said, the first is the whole day you are living in the company of Baba. Our mind is in yogic stage. Yogi means you always have the companion of divine, no human souls. For the human souls, you got good wishes, enough good wishes, right thoughts, and we always provide, flow, transmit right energy. So Bab Dada said, even the very recent Murli also, purity means pure souls. The very purpose of coming to this knowledge, the very purpose of understanding the godly knowledge, the very purpose of studying this godly knowledge and practice of yoga and all efforts is to become ultimately a pure soul. When the soul becomes pure, then automatically many awards we get it. The first award is, present award is Bab Dada. The second award is, you are in the golden age, you are moving forward and you are cultivating the culture or the rights of the golden age, the Satya Yuga. Before that, in Sangam Yuga, you will have this holy family company. That itself is an award. You are Bhagyashali. Baba says you are a blessed soul to have such a elevated soul's company, elevated companion you have. This third one, as Baba said, the golden age is your godly birthright. Not only the golden age, in that also you will have the highest status, because Sangam Yuga is the foundation. The pure thoughts are the foundation. The purity is the foundation. And when we have that, the highest status also we get. In this birth itself, we experience the future also. In this birth itself, we can experience what kind of a nature that we are going to adapt, what kind of a company that I'm going to have, what kind of a rights that I'm going to get, what kind of a environment that I'm going to experience it. That is the personal environment, family environment, and the nature. All these things we can experience right now when we have a pure vision, pure thought, pure. Though that purity means it increases our vision, power of vision. It increases our vision. Then you can see future very clearly, and then you can make the present powerful. Why the present is not properly visible? When there is an impurity in the consciousness, there is a waste of thoughts are there, or negative thoughts are there, or which are in the form of a sanskara, which are in the form of a company, which are maybe in the form of a belief system. Suppose we have believed something wrong, and that is also makes an obstacle. So that we can avoid all these things by knowing the real truth. So Bab Dada said, avoid negative. So as we all believe it, now we believe it, is it not? Purity is the mother of all divine virtues. We believe that the virtues are our assets. Virtues are our true assets. Virtues are our wealth. Virtues are our companion. In the golden age, virtues are our assets also, our companion also, our wealth also, and virtues only makes you most valuable. So virtue, to become a virtuous person, most valuable person, the negative thoughts are which takes away all our virtues. A small negative thought, an impure thought, or a waste thought, unnecessary thoughts, or unwanted thoughts can destabilize our consciousness, can destabilize, So that's why Baba says, then it can degenerate confidence, it can degenerate faith, it can degenerate our stability, power. So Baba Dada says, if you avoid all these things, rather instead of degeneration, it will be a generating power, generating energy. And the more we generate that energy, ultimately you will experience a beautiful consciousness. Even in dream also, even in subconscious also, you always feel light. Even the Maya cannot enter even in subconsciousness also. Because the soul becomes pure, in subconscious also purity will be there. Suppose soul is impure, we have got a knowledge, but the soul is still impure. Soul has got previous sanskaras or the previous nature or previous habits. Then you may have a knowledge, but in subconscious knowledge may not help you. Okay, when you are in consciousness, when you are in powerful stage, when you are remembering Baba, then okay. But when the subconsciousness, the old sanskara starts working. So now we must also avoid such old sanskaras. Once we avoid such old sanskara, then you will have in subconscious level, also you will experience peace. You will experience love. You will experience happiness. You will experience a good rest. You will experience awakened consciousness. You will experience divinity. And even subconscious also, if someone remembers you or someone loves you, someone have a good feeling for you, they will also experience the same state of mind. Your energy they receive. Just like when we remember Baba, immediately we receive good thoughts, good vibrations, good feeling and good support wherever we are. Because Baba is Holy Soul. So our companionship, when the moment you remember, immediately you get the vibrations, feelings. So also someone of your own friend, if our own relative, if our own circle, if someone remembers you, they remember the positivity, automatically it flows. It generates happiness for them. So Baba says, in order to get a double crown deity status, before we receive that state or that royal stage or that princely stage or that inheritance, we first have to see that all wastage is avoided completely. Avoid. Waste. The once we avoid the waste, then Baba says we will become best. The crown of success will increase. Success. Baba says many times, he has underlined, success is your godly birthright. For that, Baba said, the determination is more important. In our godly life, determination. We determine, it will happen. Determination brings stability. Determination brings happiness. Determinations take you to a higher height. Determination will make you to move forward. Determination is a powerful, a virtue that we always uphold it. If you determine, yes, I have to avoid this, it can. If you determine that I have to do this, yes, it will happen. If you do not determine, if you are still fluctuation or lack of confidence or lack of will or lack of experience or lack of faith, then determination will not grow. Lack of faith also, lack of experience also. So now we have to increase all these things with the power of determination. If you determine, then automatically we grow. I was today observing one celebration about 1,125 years old, a statue of a Mahavir, or other word called Gomateshwara, in South India. There was a celebration was going on. Lakhs of devotees were there. They were pouring milk, water, and so many other things called Mastakabhisheka. Abhisheka means then washing his body. A statue of a 56 feet height statue, very just like a Buddha statue. They were worshipping. I was imagining more than 1,000 years old statue. Even in that, people have so much of love, so much of faith, so much of good feeling, and that statue itself is radiating wonderful vibrations. Lakhs of people were watching the celebration, praying God, and making their own determination, pledges, and all these things. I said, Baba said, for 2,500 years, you yourself will become a ruler. You will become the master of the nature. For 2,500 years, for that you are now putting foundation in Sangam Yuga. And after 2,500 years, your images will be worshipped by yourself or by devotees or by others up to end of Kali Yuga. Even including Sangam Yuga, you can see. In Sangam Yuga, we can see ourselves. That's why Baba many times used to say, go and see your own image in Dilwara. Dilwara is the significance of your present efforts, and also it shows your future vision. So I was looking, the Mahavira or a Buddha, an image of Gomateshwara, what we call it. Then he was the brother of Bharata. Bharata, the name Bharat was come from Bharat. The Bharat was a Chakravarti who ruled Bharat. And there was a lot of story behind it. And he renounced the kingdom. Then he took the path of sacrifice. And through sacrifice, he found happiness. And through non-violence, he found peace. Through non-violence, his own younger brother, ultimately, he became a king, but he renounced. He defeated him. Then he renounced. Why? I don't want to quarrel with him. I don't want to fight with him. I don't want to use my energy in order to subside or conquer or to defeat or to kill or to throw him out. He personally defeated him. Ultimately, for the sake of a crown, for the sake of a rulership, for the sake of a kingdom, he said, I don't want. He sacrifices. Then he took sannyasa. Sannyasa in the sense, sacrifice. Sacrificing all these things. Through that sacrifice, he found happiness. And through method of non-violence, ahimsa, then he found peace, peace, peace. No one remembered Bharata. Now people remember more Mahavira. Why Mahavira? They remember, they worship him. He didn't rule for a long period, but still he is ruling. Buddha sacrificed his kingdom, but still he is ruling. Still is ruling. Why? He took the path of sacrifice. He took the path of non-violence. He took the path of purity. He wanted to develop pure consciousness. The result is that he still is ruling the whole world. He was in a small kingdom, small region, a small inheritance, but later on he inherited the whole world. He has got so much of respect, so much of love, so much of followers. The king who had his own followers at that time, even his own followers, later on, they cheated them. You can see even in the worldly also, the people who become followers or the supporters, when they loses the power, then immediately they start abusing him. They started cheating him. They started backbiting him. Only the physical power or the worldly power or the material power or the status and other things cannot be sustained for a long period, and they won't bring a long-lost happiness. Long-lost happiness, it is only the purity of consciousness, purity of mind, purity in nature that brings a long-lasting happiness. Happiness is our true crown, Baba said. Though no one can take away this, no situation can take away, no circumstances can take away, no persons can take away, no war can take away our happiness when we are in the state of pure consciousness. Yes, there may be a change in this nature, there may be change in the history, there may be change in 5 elements, there may be change, so many things, but they cannot take away our happiness. Baba said, we are going to witness a big change in the society, including the 5 elements, including all the souls. When they start return journey, they have to give up, including their body conscious, including their inheritance, including everything at that time. Whereas you are enjoying 100% happiness, you are feeling as if that you are liberated, and you are already liberated, and at the same time your conscious is working as a merciful state of mind. Mercy. At that time, who will help you? It is the mercy that helps you. It is not the material wealth that will help you. It is not the society that helps you, or it is not the ruler that will help you, or it is not the law that helps you. Whatever the laws that we have enacted, that won't help you. It is only the mercy that helps you, the kindness that helps you, the purity of consciousness that helps you. Purity of consciousness that helps you. That's why Baba said, we, through lot of other efforts, we may acquire many things, but if we do not acquire 100% purity, then all other things, including the life, material things as well as life, we may lose. We definitely lose the material thing as well as we lose even the life also. So Baba said, now if you develop this kind of a mind or the nature, then automatically you will have the inheritance for generations after generation, generation after generation. I was watching that celebration, more than 1,000-year-old statue. It was, a king was established that one. Later on, so many people wrote literature about him and shastras about him. They worshipped him, they built a temple, then so many other things. Even after 1,000 years, for that celebration, our own president was there and vice president was there and so many other people were there. All holy souls were there and devotees were there. And even after 1,000 years, the people were. In nowadays, the people, when they comes down from the power, no one will worship them. No one will go to them. No one will pray them. No one, rather, they do some other things. Yet, if a pure consciousness, once they develop, even after so many years also, people try to get inspirations from that image, inspiration from that soul, inspiration from that history, inspiration from his work, inspiration from his actions, inspiration from his footsteps, inspirations we get. So that's why Baba says, in Sangam Yuga, you must have the quality to inspire others. Power of inspirations. Power of inspirations means we must have power of purity. Pure consciousness can only inspire. Pure consciousness can only share others. Pure consciousness can only transmit a true energy, positive energy. What is lacking in the society? Lack of positive energy. You got lot of negative energy. Very recently, one cartoon was printed by some people in the name of a freedom about a prophet, and the whole world, they raised voice against, and there was lot of killings, lot of strike, lot of unhappiness, lot of upheavals. Very recently in Holland, in Netherlands, there was one editor, in the name of a freedom, they published some wrong image of a prophet. The consequence of the whole world, they started congregating and violence, then hatredness, then so many other things, then disorder, then law and order problems and all these things. One negative image can create violence in the society. One negative thought against a holy man can destroy unholy people. Their own karma now is destroying. Their own karma is now destroying. Their own action is destroying. So that's why Baba says, when we have a pure and powerful, positive and peaceful thoughts, automatically it generates energy. Why people go to the churches? Why people go to mass? Why people go to the temples? Why people go? Through that angels, through that divine personality, through that royal, they get lot of energy. Their own thoughts will become pure. So it is another way of purifying their own consciousness, or they try to remain in that company of that holy souls. So in order to give a company to others, Baba wanted his children are like Bab Dada. So that is why it is believed God created the man in his own image. What is the image? We say God is ever holy, and God is ever holy, his children are unholy. If God is ever holy and if children are unholy, how can we say that God created unholy? So that's why Baba wanted, in each and every Murli, Baba says, you have to become holy, holiest of the holy, highest of the highest Father, like that. So also we say God is ever pure. If God is ever pure, his children should also be ever pure. If God is ever loveful, is always for anyone, for everyone, then the children should also have the same nature, same quality, same wisdom, same power. That's what Baba wants now. But when we become a body consciousness, this nature we lose. These qualities we lose. This strength we lose. This peace of mind. Because our identification ourselves with the body begins. The more we identify ourselves with the body, then automatically waste thought starts. Our identification, okay, you identify, but you must know how to use it. Then you cannot have a balancing of emotions on the divinity. The physical emotions may take away all our spiritual energy, the spiritual power or the spiritual feelings. So that's why Baba said, avoid waste. Avoid. Stop it. Not only to now avoid, we have to stop it. We have to full stop it. Fully stop those things. We have to stop it. The more we stop it, full stop. So when we have to write a sentence, if you put a question mark, then again it comes something, oh, what is next? If you put an explanator, you have to put a long line and then a dot. Then if you complete a sentence, you will put full stop. Yes, that is complete. One task is completed. One sentence is completed. If you put question marks, means something doubt generates, or some curiosity generates, or something we want to know further. Putting question mark means it's difficult. We have to put like this one. Put full stop is easy. It is easy. So, which is difficult? Question mark is difficult or full stop is difficult? Question mark. So also, a doubting nature. Some people always have doubting. Doubt. The doubting nature creates question mark. No doubt in Baba and in his relationship or in his kingdom. If you have a doubt in Baba's wisdom, then there will be hundreds of doubts. So that's why. So when the one single doubt, if you avoid doubt, then automatically you will avoid so many things. There is a constant flow of pure and positive vibrations. Constant flow. So now, each day, at each moment, we must move towards getting awards. Each thought is a very important thing. Each step is very important. Each action is very important thing. So each action ultimately results in the happiness. Bab Dada said, Now you are a double crown deities. You are not only a single crown, whereas Dharmastapak or the founders of religious divine fathers, they had only one crown, that is the crown of light. Whereas in the future, you will have a double crown. In order to have a double crown, that is the double crown, you will inherit. Once we inherit the single crown, that is crown of purity. In Sangam Yuga, it is a God's gift for us. It is a God's gift. And if you uphold that gift, and you protect that gift, and you safeguard that gift, Baba's godly gift, purity is the gift of divine, a pure consciousness. So if you maintain this one, automatically you will get many, many awards. The people recognize your work, the people recognize your worth, the people recognize your wisdom, the people recognize, the more we grow, the more time passes, then they appreciate, they adapt, then a feeling of good wishes generates. That's what I was feeling, even after 1,000 years also. Okay, he must have enjoyed in the golden age, the subsequent ages. Then from the last 1,000 years, he is generating so much of devotees, bhaktas. For that also, that soul must have a constant good wishes. Even if they go to the image, the people should get that feeling. Even when they go to the Dilwada temple, the people get lot of good wishes. We ourselves have for others as well as we receive. So that's why Baba says, now in Sangam Yuga is an age of enlightenment, age of empowerment, age of enrichment. It is enrichment. It is an age. The more we enlighten, then we become light, 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 light. So, Bab Dada wants to see each and every soul as enlightened soul, empowered soul, powered with full of divinity, full of pure consciousness. That's what Baba wants to see from each faces. Our faces should radiate that light. Then only we say we are truly the reincarnation of the divine. Okay, Baba has incarnated in one place and he has imparted education to us from the last 70 years and he has transmitted a lot of energy to us, and there are hundreds of souls, thousands of souls have recognized it and they have adapted it. It is now each soul should reflect that divinity. Is it not? So in order to reflect that divinity, we must see there must be an improvement in our conscious level. The more we improve our conscious level, then automatically each one will definitely get an award from the society as well as from the Baba. Baba will also give awards. Many times Baba said, I will give awards, as well as the society will give awards. What the society will give, they recognize your worth. For that they can give anything. They can offer anything. Right from good thoughts to good feeling and the material comforts also. Material comforts also. So Bab Dada, in order to get all these things, you will become a very worship worthy. Your image will become worship worthy. An ideal soul. Worship, Baba said, my purpose of coming to this world is to make my children worship worthy. Double Tajdari. One is as a soul, one is also in the human form, double, Both the ways he wants to make, provided we avoid all the negative, impure, unnecessary, waste thoughts and feelings, time, energy, etc. Sometimes we waste our time also. Waste thoughts take away our time and physical energy and our other energy also. See that all these things are also not wasted. That's what waste not, want not. The wants increases when there is a wastage. Our wants always increases when there is always wastage. We waste many things. Then wants increases. We are not accumulating. The more we have wants, then the greed increases. The more we have greed, the more poverty it comes. A greedy man can never become a rich. A greedy man can never become a rich, never become worship-worthy. He never become a holy soul. He never become contented. He cannot be. So Baba says, contentment is your royalty. Prasannatha. Contentment gives us royalty. And it leads to the reality of life. So, Prabhu Premi, Prabhu Pasan. In order to become Prabhu Premi and Prabhu Pasan, contentment means when wastage is all avoided, then only we can become contented. When we avoid all the wastage, then we are content, satisfied, content and happy. If we are not contented, means there is a lack, something lack in the consciousness. So I wish each one of you should become a contented soul, and happy soul, holy soul, enriched soul, and a soul always radiate Bab Dada with wisdom, and Bab Dada's karma, Bab Dada's actions, and Bab Dada's feelings. Not our feeling, our human feeling, our worldly feeling, our others' feeling, We have to radiate Bab Dada's feelings, Bab Dada's nature, Bab Dada's qualities, Bab Dada's drishti. Through your eyes, Bab Dada should be visible. That kind of, just like Baba, each moment he empowers. Just to see his eyes, we are so much anxious to see his drishti. A day will come, each souls, when they visit the Dilwada temple, watch and each and every statue there, they are radiating light. So also, each Brahmins, one day, they will become emitting light. And once they have started emitting the light, then society automatically changes. So we are a replica of the divine. Each one should become the replica of the divine. Om Shanti Namaste.